What would you say if I were to tell you that you have the power to achieve anything that you want, just by switching your mindset? Do you remember when you were a little kid and people would ask you what your goals are, what your dreams are, what you want to be when you grow up? Do you remember how excited you were answering that you want to be an astronaut, that you want to be the president? You were so excited about these huge dreams that you had. There was absolutely nothing standing in your way. In your mind, you could achieve anything that you wanted. As we start growing up and getting more and more exposed to society and other people's mindsets, our dreams and our goals start to diminish. They start to get smaller. We start to see that there's a certain path that everyone's taking, and we feel like we should probably just follow that. Our goals and everything that we've always wanted to pursue starts getting quieter and quieter. And soon enough, we just turn into the rest of society. We mold ourselves into the society that is miserable, that nonstop complains about their lives, that never has enough, that can't achieve their dreams because they're impossible, and that don't strive to achieve more because they've stopped listening to what they actually want. They've started just to live their life based on what everybody else is doing. And everybody has a different situation. Everybody grew up differently. Maybe you grew up with the most nurturing, supportive parents who said you can achieve absolutely anything that you want. Maybe you grew up with parents who subconsciously resented the fact that you had this huge dream, this huge vision, and kind of pushed it down. Maybe you grew up in an environment of achievers. Maybe every single person you encountered who you told your dream to was so excited for you, saw the vision, saw the opportunity, saw that you had your mind set on that dream and there was no way that you weren't going to achieve it. Maybe you grew up in an environment where people were not as motivated. Maybe you grew up somewhere where people just stayed in their hometown, lived the same lives that their parents lived, bought a house, had kids, followed the path. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but we're not talking about the past. The past molds us and it shapes us, but we can't do anything about the past. The past is just that. It is the past, and living in it is going to do nothing for your current reality. What I am talking about is changing your mindset as of today. This is the same exact mindset that I've been using since I quit 75 Hard that first time, since I quit after those 25 days and I was like, you know what? I'm fed up. I am fed up of living my life half-ass. And it has been 11 days since I restarted 75 Hard and my mindset is totally switched. I am like an entirely different person. Everything that I do every single day is wildly different and benefits me immensely because I switched my mindset. And I'm not going to say that this is easier said than done, because truly, if you put your mind to it and if you are dedicated enough, this is easy to do. This is an easy mindset switch. If you are someone who clearly sees your goals, who clearly sees your vision, who knows exactly where you want to go. I'm not talking about the path to get there. I'm talking about what is your desired end result. How do you want to feel? How do you want to look? How do you want to act? How do you want to show up for yourself and for others? How do you want to show up in your life? How much money do you want to have? What do you want your life to look like? I'm talking about that end goal, that end result. If you see that clearly and you confidently expect that is going to be your reality, then that is what is going to happen for you. The switch is so simple. The switch is just having an unwavering desire to reach that end goal, to reach that clear end goal. The switch is just confidently expecting that you are going to reach that. That is so clear in your mind. There is nothing standing in the way between you and your end goal. Yes, you have to do things in order to get there. Yes, you have to walk a path in order to get there, but there is nothing in your way because that is yours. You know without a shadow of a doubt that is what your life is going to look like, exactly like that. You know without a shadow of a doubt that goal that has been in your mind for years and years, you're going to reach that. Maybe it's not in the amount of time that you wanted it to be in. Maybe it's not the way that you wanted to reach the goal. That's where you have to be flexible and accept opportunities and open doors and say yes to things, because it might not come to you exactly the way that you think it's going to come to you. There might be crazy ups and downs that you have to go through in order to reach that clear end goal. But if you keep that vision in your mind throughout everything and anything that happens in your life, and you keep that deep knowingness in your mind that this is what my life looks like. This is what I am going to be. No matter what, if you keep that in your mind, you're literally unstoppable. This is the law of expectation. I've talked about this in a video before. When you confidently expect that A, B, and C are going to happen for you, they are going to happen for you. If it is in your mind nonstop that you are going to get these things, if everything that you do, every single move that you make in your life moves you closer to these three things, then you are absolutely destined to get there. The problem comes when you lose that vision. The problem comes when you let your friends, your family, society tell you that it's impossible, you can't do it. When you let yourself tell yourself that it's impossible, that you can't reach it, you haven't reached it yet, so why would you keep trying? That is when the problem comes. When you have any inkling of doubt in your mind that that vision is unreachable, that you are not worthy of reaching that vision, of reaching that goal, that other people can do it, but you probably can't. When you have that in your mind, even if it is the most subconscious of subconscious thoughts that you could possibly have, if it is in your mind, there's your block. That is what is going to stop you. If you let other people's opinions, if you let other people's judgments, if you let what other people say, because other people, chances are, they are not happy with their life. So you telling them, I want to reach this goal, I have this incredible goal to reach, they're going to try to bring you down, which is so unfortunate. Even if it is your closest friend, watch how they react. That goal was not put into them, so they can't see that vision. This is why people say move in silence, because when you start telling people your big goal, your big vision, because it wasn't put in them, chances are they're not going to be able to see it. They're going to hear it and be like, you're crazy. There's no way that's going to happen. And that could be jealousy, or that could just be their lack mindset. They haven't switched their mindset yet to realize that anything and everything in life is possible when you put your mind to it. You can achieve literally anything you put your mind to when you confidently expect that you are going to achieve it and when you have a clear vision. As exciting as it is to tell your friends and your family about your goals and about the moves you're making, there's a very high probability that when you tell them that, there's going to be some kind of negative response because you are going outside of the box. People who are stuck in the box don't understand people who want to break out of the box. People who have been conditioned their entire life to be in that box cannot fathom not wanting to be in it. Can't fathom living a life off of these certain terms. So the only thing that you're doing by telling those people is giving yourself more of a challenge, because their response most likely is going to be, wow, that's crazy. That doesn't seem possible. How are you going to do that? And then in your head, you're going to say, wow, that's crazy. Is that impossible? How am I going to do that? And talk yourself out of it, because those thoughts are powerful. If you don't have full grip on the reins of your mind, those thoughts can take control like that. That is where your mindset shift comes in. The second that those negative thoughts come up, the second that those limiting beliefs start popping back up, you need to be able to squash them and fill your mind with that vision of your future. Fill your entire being of the feeling that you are going to feel when you reach every single goal you are going to achieve. Fill yourself with the deep knowingness that if you put your mind to it, if every single move you make is with purpose, with intention and in alignment, and you confidently expect that you are going to achieve everything you've put your mind to, then you will achieve it. You have to have that faith and that belief in yourself, even if people around you think that you're crazy. Even when people around you call your dream impossible. They're calling it impossible because it was never put in them. It was put in you. It is your dream to fulfill, and people are not going to understand it. It doesn't matter if people don't understand it. You have to understand it, you have to see it, and you have to follow through with it. Because if you don't, if you let that dream get quieter and quieter, do you know what you're going to end up with? You know exactly what you're going to end up with. Regret. You're going to end up looking back and saying, I could have done this, I could have done this, I could have done this. I shouldn't have cared what this person thought, what this person thought, what this person thought. If I had just done this, my life would have been so much better. If I had just listened to my heart, listened to my intuition, my life would have been so much better. Do you want to end up on your deathbed regretting your life because you were afraid that Susie wasn't going to understand your idea and was going to start talking shit about you? That's worth you regretting your life decisions? That's up to you to decide. All I know is that I confidently expect my life to be a certain way. I am in alignment with my purpose. I'm following my intuition, and doors are opening up for me left and fucking right. I know I'm on the right path. And that feeling is indescribable. And I want everybody to be able to achieve that feeling, which is why I'm here, which is why I'm talking to you, which is why you are going to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you like this video, please make sure to like this video. Comment, let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. But if you didn't like something, please be soft about it because I'm gentle and fragile and sensitive. And I will talk to you soon.